Hey everybody, it's Ricardo over here in another corner of the Sega booth, and we are standing here with Josh Morton, who's a producer at Sega, and you are going to show us the Conduit, yeah?
Yes, I am.
All right, well, we know you got to aim yourself, so we'll let you move. Now, as far as the gameplay goes, we've been checking this out on and off for the past couple months. What's new? What's getting improved?
They just continue to refine the game, make all that polish that's expected as it comes down to the launch date, and they just continue to polish and add a bunch of goodies to the game. Obviously, we're not going to tell you what all of that is, save some of the surprises for you guys, but they just continue to hone and refine what's already a really fantastic game.
Now, one of the features that y'all have been touting has just been kind of like ease of control and sensitivity and just the amount of customization you can do to the aiming. So do you want to just walk us through what's possible now?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's actually real-time control customization. So what that means is if I go to adjust my sensitivity right now, it's going to still have these aliens shooting at me. So if you just give me a second, I'll kill all these guys and I can let you take a peek at that. I'm almost there.
This area is clear. Start advancing.
So what you can do here, they have a lot of different control options. In game options, you can set where you want your HUD. You can move all the different elements of your HUD. You can change the transparency of your HUD. If you're familiar with the game, there's some other feedback, non-HUD feedback. For example, the screen turns gray as you're dying, that type of thing. So you could make your HUD completely transparent, so there's nothing on the screen. You have that option. You can, decide whether or not you want to use the perspective blur on reload. But what I'm going to show you right now is going to the controllers. Of course, you can map all your buttons to wherever you want, so you have total control there. And if you go into the controller sensitivity, what happens is it's actually still on the fly. So I'm moving my camera around right now while I'm in the controller sensitivity screen. So as I'm adjusting my sensitivity up and down, I can feel what those changes are doing, and keep working at it until it's exactly how what suits my playing style. So rather than go in, change a few things, go out of the game, it doesn't really work for you, go back, change that. Same thing goes with the dead zone. You can adjust essentially at what point when I move this cursor outside of the box, that's when the camera starts moving. So some players may want to have it really only move, horizontally, or somebody who's a real hardcore gamer may want to shrink this down really small so that the camera's just always moving around, that type of thing. So you have the freedom to make it how you want, and you're not stuck with how the game's going to dictate how you play that. So there's a lot of other options in here. You can have auto center, you can change your camera styles, you can recalibrate your Wii remote, and Wii Speak support will be in here for the multiplayer.
Very cool.
I just totally made it way too sensitive. So let's see, I'm going to try to get this back to normal.
So how many weapons are we going to be able to kind of alternate between in the game?
I don't know if we've announced the final, but there's a lot. Let me. There's like 18. I tell you, why not? You guys may be the first one getting that. There's a lot.
Is it a situation where certain weapons are more effective in certain situations, or can somebody just kind of hang on to one weapon that they really like and go through the whole game?
No, you're gonna be switching depending on your situation, and just the different weapon styles. You're gonna want to check them all out anyways, because a lot of the weapons play really differently. So it's very unique to the Wii remote. Not necessarily what I'm holding right now. This is kind of a standard, semi-automatic, or I can charge for it can be used as a sniper weapon. I can zoom in like a railgun type of weapon. But there's other weapons that we can get to where You can fire like a projectile, a missile object, and then control it with the remote on where you want it to go. There's another weapon in here from the Trust that allows you to actually turn the remote this way, and it has the 2 reticules on the screen. It's a bolo weapon, so you can anchor one to an enemy or to a wall and have the other one shoot at it. So you can use that to get enemies that are hidden around the corners or hidden behind objects. So there's different uses for the different weapons for, getting enemies out of their hiding places.
As far as setting goes, is most of the action taking place in the city?
This particular level is in Washington, D.C. Cityscape, but there are other levels that take place at different real-world settings. So, for example, you can be in an army bunker, the Jefferson Memorial, see other Washington monuments like the Washington Monument, and they have different settings and some that they haven't been shown yet.
So you guys are showing off single player here, but you mentioned that the multiplayer is going to support WeSpeak. What kind of multiplayer modes are you guys including?
Well, we're going to have the 3 main modes, but within those modes are all the types of multiplayer, a lot of different types of multiplayer that you can choose from. So you have your typical deathmatch modes, which is essentially, every man for himself type multiplayer games. Team deathmatch, so groups of teams with different types of objectives depending on the game. And then there's objective multiplayer, so stuff like capture the flag, as well as some unique multiplayer games that we haven't announced yet.
How many players online?
16.
All right, well, this Conduit seems to be coming along mighty fine. Looks like you've encountered a boss. Is this what we can expect from the bosses in the game? Something large and dead set on killing us?
Yes, this one is set kind of hard right now. He's probably going to kill me, but we'll see if I can do my best. Oh, he got me.
All right, and on that dead note, so when is the game coming out, and when can we look for it?
The Conduit is coming out in summer of 2009, this summer exclusively to the Wii.
Very cool. Thank you, sir. And that is the Conduit for the Wii here at Comic-Con.